Okay, so today is March 14, 2010. This video will probably program it to the end of March or April, beginning of April. So it's been a long time since I vlogged, and there are a lot of things that happen. I just find a blogger. Remember the video that it's nice to have some guy say to the girl, you know, I want to F you by the A. And she say, oh, thank you, it's nice to have some appreciation. And then she read more and say, oh, there's a reply. Oh, sorry, I just find out that you are a girl. Well, her name is Randy Taylor. I know the meme from a long time ago, but I just found her because of another video that we're making a analysis of her cult. There's a cult behind her. So I look a little bit into her videos, and she's really cute. She's amazing, and she speaks with a very clear and calm voice, almost sleepy. So she kind of calms you down when she speaks. She's not the common YouTuber that always scream with the hyper energy, pretending to be super happy, etc. She's more like a low energy, calm down person, and I guess that's her real personality. And well, I just find her. I also find some YouTubers trans, a couple of trans boys and a couple of trans girls, and they're really funny. Very interesting stories about their lives, and yeah, I'm following them. I just don't remember. One is ContraPoints, I guess. The other ones, I'm sorry, I don't remember their names. But yeah, I found those, and I found them because of a app that there's a story about this app. This app is called Aceapp. I'm following a couple of Reddits. One is asexuality, the other one is asexual, sorry, and the other one is ace. And I think I read in asexuality a comment about this application, so I give it a try. And one of the persons that I found there recommended me these channels, the trans channels, and I started watching them, and I found them okay. And well, that's it. That's how I found those, because if you look for them, you probably will never find them. I was already following Ash Hardell for some time ago because of the asexual community, and then I look on the history of someone that I'm following that's called Asexualize Your Life, and I realized that she mentioned this app like a long time ago, probably like 2 or 3 months ago. Then I make a small research about this app because I was trying to figure out what people think about it, and it seems like it has like 6 months, and it was mentioned a lot of times before on the asexuality forum. So that's how I find it. That's the information I could get about it. There's not much about this thing. I was trying to figure out what was this about, but that's what I found. And I use it. I find like one asexual in my hometown, girl, 20-something years. We didn't get along. I don't know why. She was constantly complaining about me, so I realized, you know what, let's move on. And I think that's why. And a couple of people from around Mexico, and yeah, there was another girl in the city, but she was too young. She was like 21. We just interchanged a couple of words, and that was it. And I think there was a third one. So we are in total 4 that are on that app that are in this city. But I don't remember the details of the other one. And I find another one in a city nearby, nearby is just nearby, like 800 kilometers, 500 kilometers away from here. I mean, the United States is closer. And but we get along pretty good. And I also find some other people from all over the world, because it has the option of the distance that you want to apply, or if you don't want to apply distance, and the age range. So later on I just put a filter, and I block everyone below 26, because we are not going to get along, we're not going to understand each other. So I look for a little bit more mature people. And I found a couple of friends there, some from Germany, I think 2. One guy, I think, from Austria, and she was for some reason here in Mexico. And from the United States, like 3. And I mean, I was very active there, trying to have a chat with some people. And yeah, most of the people don't answer. It's okay. Some people answer. I have, like, let's say, I make like 20, 30 requests. From those, I think I have like 15 non-answers, 10 small one-line chats, and there you end up, and like 7 long conversations. And I think I keep one. I think I still have only 1 or 2, maybe 3. There's a third one that that's something else that happened. I changed my username because I didn't like it, and that disconnects you from the previous chats that you had. So I probably still have another friend there. I just need to contact her back. Yeah, the app's okay. There are not a lot of men there, and some of the people that are there, I have to question. Well, yeah, I think there are a lot of demisexuals, and they just don't want to lose their time with someone that it's in another continent, because there's not going to be a relationship. And the only reason I'm using that chat is because I just want to chat. I really don't expect anything more from it. It's a chat room. I see it as a chat room, but it is in fact a date app. I guess it's like Tinder. I don't know what's the name of that app in which you switch left to right. I think it's Tinder, I don't know. In that sense, that you switch the person left and you don't see it, and you switch it right and it opens the profile. Also, you have the option to see who is connected and who is not, which is cool, because if you're looking for a small chat, you can just take a look at who's connected and start a conversation, instead of waiting for someone like that match your personality, and you send a message and probably they won't answer until like 2 or 3 weeks later. Who knows? Now, what else? Oh yeah, in another forum from Reddit, I think I found a lot of things there. It's a pretty useful app. I love it. And in another forum from Reddit, I was asking how to find a job, and they give me this page that's called Indeed, which I never heard before. And probably I should have, if I pay attention when you follow the there's in every some of the work, how it's called, work applyment, it's like when you apply for a job, they give you like a questionnaire, and they always ask, where did you find us? And they mention all these pages, and probably this one was mentioned there, and I never pay attention, so I didn't really realize that existed until this guy mentioned it in the forum from Reddit. So I give it a try, and I had a couple of calls from like 20 requests that I made. I think 3 calls just the very next day. It's pretty fast. And I'm starting this Saturday, so in two more days, two more days I will start, and seems very promising. The only thing is that it's really hard to get there in public transportation. You need to, the only way to get there, or the easiest way to get there, is by car. And in my previous job, I had a chance to go by car or in public transport. And I usually go on public transport because I don't like to drive. And I just pick the bus nearby my home, and it leaves me pretty close to my job. But this new one, if I want to go on public transport and transportation, I will need to take one bus, then get down, and then take another one. So, and that's tired to do it every day. I don't know how, because in the previous job I did a lot of experiments with the way to go there and come back, and I find it better after some practice. You need to try it to find out which one is more suitable for what you want. There's one that come directly and they are more faster, but they're usually very crowded. And there's another one that's more, it's less crowded, but it's slower, because it gives some turns. Like it takes like 10 more minutes, so it's not really a big deal. But for many people, 10 minutes are very important, so they take the one that goes straight ahead. And I sometimes I took that one because when I came back late, and that's another thing, I don't know if the transport that I'm gonna take is gonna be working late. Probably there should be at least one. I find out like 6 different ways to get there, and there should be at least one that works late. And I know from my previous job that the other one that comes here, there's one that works late and on Sundays, and the other one not always works late, and it doesn't work on Sundays. On Sundays late. It works on Sundays, but I think they cut it pretty earlier, and so if you're on a Sunday midnight in downtown, there's no way back on that route. You need to take the other one. So those are the kind of things that you just, even if you try to prevent them, I actually did, because before getting stuck in downtown at midnight, I just called the transport office and I asked them what's the latest transport that goes out, and they told me I think 1 a.m. or something like that. So no, or 12 p.m. Yeah, so like 12 p.m. So the last one that I can pick up was like 1 a.m. So I got out at 12, or I got out at 10, 20, 11 or something around that. So there was plenty of room to pick that bus. But this job right now, I still don't know what's gonna be my working hours. which are gonna be my working hours. So there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I need to use my car, and that's a little bit inconvenient because it's a little bit far away. And I mean, it's nice to have options, and in this job the only way to go there is by car. So if something happens to my car, then I'm stuck and I won't be able to go. Well, I'm not sure. There should be a way, of course, taxi or something, but the taxi from my house there probably is more expensive than what I'm gonna earn every day. But that doesn't make sense. And let me see what else happened in the last week. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you very much. See you next time.